Our biggest competitors were not other language learning apps. It was what takes our attention.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Audacious Money Witch channel, where we talk about the magic behind the stock market. Okay, so my phone has been blowing up today. Friends, direct messages, everyone asking, girl, what's going on with Duolingo? You said this was a huge bet, and it's down. And listen, I get it. It's my latest big bet. I'm on record saying I believe this company has 50x potential, so when you see a sea of red, it's easy to panic. But I'm not panicking. In fact, I'm honestly kind of excited. Here's the tea. Duolingo just reported its Q3 2025 results, and Wall Street is freaking out over one single number, daily active users, or DAUs. Some third-party data suggested DAU growth would be around 33% to 37%. The actual number was and the stock, well, it took a nosedive. But here is what they are completely missing. While they are having a meltdown over DAUs, the monthly active users, the total number of people using the app, just had the biggest jump in the company's recent history. From 117 million to 130 million users in one quarter. Wall Street is looking at a single tree, and today we are going to look at the entire 50x forest. So grab a coffee and let's get into why this bad news is actually the best buying opportunity I've seen all year. And make sure you stick around till the end, because I'm going to explain what a singularity scalar is and why it's the core of my entire thesis. This is the part no one is talking about.
Our biggest competitors were not other language learning apps. It was what takes our attention. And so we really built this whole strategy of like Duo being a creator himself and kind of being a form of satire that was making fun of the internet and doing trends that you or I would do, but now an owl's doing it. And how do you personify something that seems so difficult sometimes? Like learning a language is hard and our job is just to make it fun. So we do that through different avenues of just interacting with culture.
What? It's not a language app. All right, first things first, we need a come to Jesus moment. You have to stop thinking of Duolingo as a language learning app. That's like calling Tesla a car company or Netflix a DVD mail-in service. It's what they were. It is not what they are.
Right now at like Duolingo, I think our biggest secret sauce is that we're just able to have in-house creators that get content out there and do it fast. Like we're not waiting for different agencies. We're not waiting for crazy approvals internally. We constantly are just generating and approving our own content. So I think AI kind of helps us think about it differently in a way that like, yes, this is our priority, but how do we keep pushing the envelope with creation? So I would say, again, like AI really helps us with like joke punch-ups or small things that you don't realize that are part of this process that needs to happen to just get content out there.
Duolingo is an AI company that sells, honestly, sexy education. Think about it. Their business is just like Meta. Meta's job is to produce content that's addictive. So you share more, engagement goes up, and they make more money on ads. Duolingo's job is to produce content that optimizes student outcomes per dollar spent. It's the same machine, just pointed at a different target. And AI, as you've heard, is throwing jet fuel on this fire. Get this, for 12 straight years, Duolingo manually built 100 courses. In the last year alone, with AI's help, they have created 148 new courses. So that's 13 million user jump we just saw. That's not a blimp. That is a preview. It's the beginning of the new growth curve. AI is allowing them to create better content faster and cheaper than ever before.
This is an all-hands email from the CEO, Louis von Ahn. I've said this in Q&As and many meetings, but I want to make it official. Duolingo is going to be AI first. AI is already changing how work gets done. It's not a question of if or when, it's happening now. When there's a shift this big, the worst thing you can do is wait.
The how. The Spotify playbook and the AI moat. Okay, so if they can make content faster, what do they do with it? This, my friends, is what I call the Spotify playbook. How did Spotify become a giant? They started with music, then they layered on new verticals, podcasts and audiobooks, onto the same user base. They didn't have to go and find new users, they just sold more stuff to the ones they already had. Duolingo is doing the exact same thing. They started with languages, but now they've added math, music, and chess. And you guys, this part is wild. The new chess vertical, the entire prototype was created by two people. And get this, neither of them knew how to code, and neither of them knew anything about chess. They built the whole thing using AI. This is the operating leverage I'm screaming about. This means they can launch anything now. History, coding, finance 101. The potential for new verticals is limitless. And every new vertical increases their average revenue per user. Now, let's talk about the financials. Revenue, growing fast, free cash flow per share, growing exponentially. This is the good stuff. Yes, management said they're spending on marketing in the US for the first time.
Like, it's an engineering first org. They were like, okay. Duolingo's competitors are not really like Rosetta Stone. It's like Instagram and like TikTok.
Right.
And yes, the AI for Duolingo Max, that feature where you can talk to an AI friend, is increasing their inference costs. Wall Street hates that. But I've been doing this for over 10 years, and I can tell you, this is exactly what you want a growth company to do. You want them to spend money to get more users and to build a bigger moat. The AI costs will come down over time as new chips from NVIDIA and AMD get cheaper. As NVIDIA brings out Blackwell GPU, H100 will be cheaper. As AMD brings out MI450 and MI355 will be cheaper, so on and so forth. This is a short-term cost for a massive long-term advantage. The ChatGPT rebuttal. Okay, so this is the number one pushback I get. But besties, won't ChatGPT just kill them? It's free. This is what the short sellers like Citron Research are betting on, and they are just wrong. They fundamentally don't understand the business. Let me ask you this, why do most people use Spotify over Apple Music or Amazon Music? They all have the exact same songs. You use Spotify because the user experience is just better. In the digital world, a marginal advantage in user experience translates into an exponential advantage in adoption. ChatGPT is a general-purpose tool. Duolingo is a hyper-focused experience. It is exclusively focused on educating you, motivating you, and delighting you.
How do you build that culture of risk-taking? Like, how do you...
Yeah, so I think I didn't build that culture, if I'm being honest. I feel like Duo is like inherently like very
That's the culture.
Test, optimize, test and learn, what's the data? Like, you're not gonna know the data unless you push it. But they're also very scrappy.
The CEO, Louis von Ahn, talked about this. Right now in Duolingo Max, you can talk to Lily, the AI agent, but soon you'll be able to say, Lily, let's practice ordering food in Paris. And the entire scene will change. The background will become a French bistro. She'll become a waitress, and her tone will change. Want to prep for a job interview in English? Boom, new scene. Want to talk to a taxi driver in Turkish? Boom, new scene. That is a wow factor. That is something a general tool like ChatGPT is not focused on building, and that's how Duolingo keeps its edge, gets more users, which gives them more data, which makes their AI models even better. It's a flywheel. The big picture, my 50x thesis. Okay, so you made it to the big brain part of the video. This is my why. I believe Duolingo is a singularity scaler. Sounds fancy, I know, but all it means is this: as AI gets better, this business automatically gets better. Their entire company is built on A/B testing. Does this cartoon owl make you learn faster? Does this notification make you stay longer? Does this pop-up get you to subscribe? Right now, humans run those tests, but in the near future, agentic AIs will run millions of these tests on their own every single day, constantly optimizing the app on autopilot. The company will essentially run itself, getting smarter, more engaging, and more profitable with every new AI model that gets released. This is the foundation for a new global digital education system. And if you want to get really crazy with me for a second, once we have humanoid robots like Optimus, you'll just plug this Duolingo learning software into that robot and everyone on Earth will have a personal world-class dance or kung fu teacher, guitar tutor, or mechanic. This isn't a language app. This is the software for human education. Valuation and my final take. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The valuation. Is it cheap? Heck no. It's trading at like 15 times sales. When I bought in last month at $300, people in my DM said I was crazy. Here's my philosophy after investing for over a decade. Extraordinary companies are never cheap. If you're waiting for Nvidia or Palantir or a young Tesla to look cheap on a spreadsheet, you will miss the entire ride. When you find a founder-led, winner-takes-all company like this, you have to value it differently. If you have to run a super detailed DCF analysis, the deal is too thin. I'm looking for trillions of dollars in market cap over the next 10 to 20 years. From that perspective, today's pricey valuation is a blimp. Plus, this business is recession-proof. As we all know, education is one of the last things parents will ever cut from the family budget. It doesn't matter if there's a recession, consumers will pay for education. So, to recap, Wall Street is selling on a short-term, third-party estimate about one metric. I am buying because of a record-breaking jump in real users, an AI-fueled content explosion, a Spotify playbook for limitless new verticals, and a singularity scalar business model that is built to win the next decade. Even UBS, who was cautious, still has a $450 price target. That's over 70% upside from here. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. This is just my personal take. But I am so excited about this company, and this short-term panic looks like a straight-up gift. But what do you think? After hearing all of this, are you on the Duolingo train? Let me know in the comments below. Are you buying this dip, selling, or still on the fence? I read all of them. And finally, I give all this research away completely for free. I spend weeks on this stuff. The only way this channel grows is with your help. So, if you got any value from this today, could you please just share this video with one friend or family member who you think needs to hear it? Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.